I forgot to do my morning meditation yesterday, which means that today is day one. Today we're starting over. Starting over our 21-day meditation to connect with the Reiki energy. I have a lot on my mind. I guess like the biggest thing that has been going through my mind is that I have resistance. Like when Monica was doing my, was like teaching me and doing my initiation, like she would always ask like, do you have doubts? Do you have any questions? Do you have any doubts? And I was always like, no, like I don't have any doubts. And like what I'm coming to realize is that I don't doubt the Reiki energy at all. Like the Reiki, I 110% believe in. Like I have zero doubts. But I feel like I do have doubts in myself. And I feel like that's like the biggest thing that I have to work through is like coming into myself. And I get that that is what this process is. Like I feel like I've said that before, that this process, this journey, like it's about coming into myself, and like realizing my full potential. But like it's just really, I don't know, today that's just like really was a lot on my mind. Yeah, I think it's just hard. Like I've been realizing today that it's hard, like it's just hard being different, like in the society that we live in, because everyone's different, but everyone's kind of the same too. Like everyone's just kind of like, I don't know, doing what they're supposed to be doing. And like I just see the world really differently and I feel really differently, and sometimes it's just kind of like a lot. Like I just don't really feel like I fit anywhere. And it's just like, I don't know, it's disheartening at times. And I think that was one of the things that was getting in the way. Like I've said in other videos that I don't really feel sometimes when I'm doing my meditations that I'm really connecting to the energy. And I think that's just me like resisting my full power and my full potential. And like I said, I get that this journey is to like come into that power and to realize my potential and to come into it. But I don't know, I just feel like that doubt in myself is coming up a lot. So I'm outside of the Wauwatosa Library right now. That's where I did my day one meditation. And I found this really nice tree. I was sitting under another tree. I stopped at this tree and I was like, this is like a nice tree, but there's like a bunch of windows right here. So I was like, I don't know if I want to sit in front of the windows. So I went and found another tree, but I could still see this tree from the other tree that I was sitting under, and I was like, I really want to be sitting under that tree. So I came back, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like me not wanting to practice Reiki where I feel like other people can see me. Like that's just like me. I feel like living in a state of limbo. Like me wanting to be like powerful and connecting to universal life force and like harnessing that energy and like working with it, but then like also not wanting to be seen and not wanting to stand out from like other people in the world, and like kind of just wanting to like hide. And I think that's another thing that I need to like have a distinction between. Like I really value being by myself. And having alone time, and I love how I am when I'm alone, like how just like supportive I am of myself. But like all of that support starts to fade when I feel like someone else is watching. Like I feel like I have to change when I'm around other people. And I feel like that's something that I have to be really careful about, because it's like the difference between like enjoying my alone time and isolating myself because I don't fully feel comfortable being myself around other people. And it's the difference between like me wanting to be alone, like in the middle of the woods by myself, and the difference between me being comfortable being alone, like in a city where there's a bunch of people around me, like 100 people can see me, but like I'm still comfortable just like being alone, and I don't care if other people can see me, or I don't know. I know it's like I feel like it's like elementary stuff, like elementary ideas, but I still struggle with them, and that's, I don't know, I feel like that's something that I was pretty much just thinking about that the whole time during my whole meditation today. I guess a couple other things. I'm really glad that like my day one first meditation was outside. I think that's significant because of my strong connection that I feel like I have with Mother Earth. And then I also think that it's interesting that my second day one, like both the first time that I started and then also the second time that I started, both times day one first meditation happened in Wauwatosa, which I feel like that's kind of significant because here is where like my entire life changed, is where I decided to like break it off with my fiance and like completely just like invest in myself and just like do me for a while. And that's what this, like, that's what Reiki is all about too. It's all connected. Yeah, those are my thoughts and experiences for my new day one, what would have been, I think, day 9, if I'm calculating that correctly, but day 1.